you. Ah!
Coffee, siffy.
Coffee. How are you doing? Good morning, Bacon. Watto and welcome. As you may have seen from the alert message, it has been over 24 hours since the last time I shilled an indie game. So sadly, I will have to be handing in my title as greatest indie Twitch video game shill of all time.
Reactor online. Sensors online. Weapons online. All systems nominal.
Long live the long ship.
Yeah! And Lizzie, alongside everything else, thank you for 47 months. How you doing? Watto and welcome! I was chatting to a friend this morning about all the gorgeous stuff that's shown up at Fangamer. And it's a dangerous amount of power. Oh, sweet mercy in the cup. So, come on in, friends, come on in. I have an excellent game to share with you all today. And Biggs, Watto and welcome. Also, check it out. I'm wearing my gelatinous cube horror shirt. But Lizzie, I thought you showed me the figures. Oh wait, no, that was something else. Okay. Square Peg, Stammering Gamer, Watto friends! How goes it? And Tiny Meows, Watto and welcome. A good day to you as well. Oh, come on in, friends, come on in. God. Sorry, friends. For any of you that work in Microsoft Teams, Biggs is saying that if you weigh down the control key on your keyboard, you'll never be shown as a way on Microsoft Teams, even if you're trundling around. That's glorious. That's kind of the non-AFK macros from Ultima Online, where basically you'd set up a macro system, and then you put 2d6 on your keyboard, and then put a big old weighty book on, so it would just keep doing that action ad infinitum. And Caffeine, Watto friend, hello, hello. Big, that is so diligent of you. Biggs has been at work for 6 hours, never gotten out their chair. Oh, so diligent. Vanderbeest, Watto and welcome. I see House Order graces us this day. And thank you kindly for filling my notes. Exo, good morning and Watto. Hello, hello. Yay! Hey, Kestrel, happy feckin' birthday. Congratulations. Nenny-chan, Watto and welcome. How goes it? I saw you having a crack at, wait, no, that was... Oh, that wasn't it. Okay, sorry, I'm getting confused by everything all at once. Hello, how are you?
Let's go crazy.
Wow, I keep trying to start and just, like, get it going, but I'm just... Okay, you know what? I'm just going to close this tab. If anyone would like to do a hecking damage to their... Hang on, let's see if I can bring up the... Yeah. If anyone wants to do themselves a hecking damage financially, Fangamers put up a gajillion new stuff, and they're all incredible. And I think they actually have the Wanderer's Journal in stock. And the corner for Humming Plush, and all the cool stuff, and I fucking love it. So that's me kind of like helping, I guess, us to destroy ourselves, really. So, Kestrel, what have you got planned for your birthday? Tell me your tales.
Full speed ahead.
You got special birthday donuts. Fuck yeah. And Megaboss, Watto and welcome. Sorry, friends, I'm getting caffeinated at the same time. So forgive me as I'm getting up to speed. Wait, Cronuts is copywritten. Okay. That's why I haven't seen them about. Because those are feck and pasty. Those are like croissant donuts. God, they're freaking rad. I remember Kat explained to me in great detail why Cronuts are so hard to make. And then forgetting all of that in its entirety. So, sorry, forgive me for being a multi-track drifty potato. It turns out there's a problem with the Twitch shared ban list. And I'm just trying to solve that over here whilst also talking to your good selves. I know, I'm being terrible. But it turns out that even if someone was banned as a joke and unbanned, it flags it on other people's ban lists. So if they have it set to immediate, so just trying to work out what the bloody hell's going on. So yeah, forgive me for being a little bit multi-track drifty potato as we try and play whack-a-mole at the same time, but... It's tomorrow Splatoon 3, feckin' yo. That's gonna be feckin' rad. It's... I'm entirely excited for Splatoon 3, but I won't be getting involved. Like, it's just an hours and a day problem for me, but what has happened with every other Splatoon game is it's created this incredible, like, it's not just even a community, it's like its own little culture, and everything that comes from that is feckin' inspired. So I'm thoroughly looking forward to seeing everything that comes from it, you know what I mean? I think the hype is justified.
Reactor online. Sensors online. Weapons online. All systems nominal.
Thief with gun. So a Bullet Mancer.
Wasn't Bullet Mancer like an Xbox title? No, that was Bullet Witch. Ghost Reaper, how are you doing? Thank you kindly for 22 months. And yeah, you're gonna want to stick around for this one. Gloomwood is... Like, friends, if only to show you all the diegetic UI, it's just choice. Well, that's cool. Megaboss is saying that if you have a Splatoon 2 save file, it will give you access to 3 weapons of your choice regardless of level. Lovely. Oh no! Ghost Reaper's like, I'm at my job way too early, just trying to pass the time. That I can help with. And Eraman, Watto and welcome! And Caffeine, if the Bullet Mancer isn't a creature or a character in Enter the Gungeon, I will be severely disappointed. I don't know, but it would be ridiculous if they aren't. Nene-chan, even if it's not the case, that's going to be our official headcanon. Is Gloomwood is basically after Garrett gives up thievery and tries to get a master's in medicine. And this is how he pays for it, with more thievery. Yeah, I was reading some stuff about Gloomwood, and I was worried that calling it Thief with a Gun would be kind of redactive. But then I realized that the URL, thiefwithagun.com, is literally the main website. So yeah, Nene-chan, we're just putting that into canon. Here we go. It's official now. Yeah, so forgive me while I'm leaping between things. Wolfgrad, how goes it? Watto and welcome. Coming in, coming in. I mean, fair enough. Sorry, Ghost People was saying that their friend was nagging them to carry over their Splatoon data. Ghost People's feeling like it'd be lagging behind by getting into the game way late. Might as well start fresh in 3. That's fair. Like, I'm gonna be very curious. I mean, very curious to hear how a large proportion of the... Alright, can I just get a do-over on that sentence? Can I just start that one again? Hello. No. Okay, do-over has been engaged. Okay. Oh! Wolfcrad says I'm not allowed any do-overs. Okay. Fuck, I'm in trouble then. I had my shot? Shit. Live television. No! I'm fucking dying here, friends. Whew. Oh yeah, that's a very good point. Lizzie, as it is Kestrel's birthday and Kestrel says I'm allowed a do-over. So the deed is done! Do-over has been called. And yeah, Nene-chan, I think that's going to be our official canon, our head canon today is Dr. Gary at MD, and this is how he paid for medical school. Because that's, I mean, no, you're right. Tuition fees, it's not cheap. So okay, so jumping back. So to those of you that are getting hyped for Splatoon 2 tomorrow, very, very excited for you. As I said, like, I won't be jumping in, but that's just time constraints. And it's going to be interesting to see how the three-way battles work out. But because Splatoon is... Because Splatoon is all about... why can't I speak? Quieter. It's like when the kids try and do Ninja Warrior and just keep falling off shit. Apparently, friends, I don't know how to speak today. Let's get some more coffee going. Splatoon might finally be able to do the three-team multiplayer and actually make it work. Aww. And Wolfie, Watto and welcome. Hello, hello. Apparently I'm struggling to converse. How are you all doing? So sorry. I'm so sorry. So, for long shipping news, so we're doing Gloomwood today, and we're going to be getting into some... we're going to be into some interesting indie-flavoured goodness today. Tomorrow is our return to the Sea of Thieves, and then on Saturday we're going to be playing a game called Galahad. Now, I'm going to be giving out a few keys ahead of time just to peep so we can seed our little squad. Unsadlin, Watto and welcome. But it does appear as if there's a semi-mandatory tutorial. I wasn't able to just set up a private game, a private lobby for us off the bat. And then I got distracted by stuff and things, so I'll see how it's going. Oh, huh. Megaboss is saying that they published a developer interview of Splatoon 3 that apparently the last Splatfest, Order versus Chaos, which we at the Longship are very, very frequented with, was what does determine the design of Splatoon 3. That's fascinating. Alright. Sorry about the tippity-tappity. Now, how are you all doing, friends? And then immediately returns the tippity-tappity. Okay. Sorry, Ghostry was saying that, oh, and Shaunerus was saying the same thing, which is, with Splatoon 2, the winner of the final Splatfest in-game determined parts of the story in the second. That's fascinating. I see, again, I had no idea that they did that kind of, like, A-B branching story stuff. Because all I saw... Okay, friends, I'm so sorry I am all over the place right now. I've got, like...
Captain on the bridge.
Yay! Watto indeed, friends! Navalis, come on in, come on in. I am genuinely fascinated by all this stuff about Splatoon that I didn't know. And, like, I've done research into, like, the Splatoon... the virtual idol gigs, that's it.
Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle.
Yay! Sorry, Phyllis, I didn't even see you come on in.
Overcome the Arc Villain Shredder.
Watto and welcome, friend. Hello, hello. And you managed to tag the Gym Plays, which I hear that they certainly do. Varbles, Watto and welcome. Come on in, friends, come on in. I apologise, I am a super duper wavy potato. Yeah, so friends, sorry, I'm getting into so many do-overs today. So seriously, Fearless, thank you kindly for gifting us such a gym. And Navalis, that is a tier 3 for the absolute maximum amount of time that one can have a tier 3 sub. That's really fucking cool. So yeah, forgive me for my wavy davy. Basically, an out-of-town friendo is like, hey, can I come use your washing machine? Because I just got a quote for how much it'll cost to have my washing done at the hotel, and it made me want to be violently sick. And I'm like, oh yeah, do not ask hotels to do your laundry. They'll do it. It'll be gorgeous and pristine. Yeah, Wolfgrab, we have established that do-overs today are allowed. Oh, Kestrel, like, I'm guzzling the coffee as quick as I can. It's more multi-track Drifty Potato. We're dealing with some tech issues. Oh, Nene-chan, you picked up Gloomwood. Now, did you do that due to my recommendations? Because if so, I might be able to reinstate my my SHILL status once more. Well, then I can't claim it. Ah, well. Ah, well. Oh. I'm so sorry, friendos. I don't mean to be a terrible host this morning. It's, like I said, I got 4 people all asking me time-sensitive questions all at once. Which I love. I love how that waited until I'm here with your good selves. Because now I want to scream and start throwing things.
Stop that incessant clicking.
Hey, Steppergen, that's really cool of you. Thank you for gifting us up to Nene-chan. No, seriously. Oh. Okay.
Does shenanigans need to be called?
Ah! Shenanigans! Shit, that's good. Okay. The only video game news that I saw that made me go, huh? Was apparently Temtem is having a huge community backlash at the moment. I don't know if anybody's still involved in that one, but apparently, despite being a premium product, they added a premium battle pass on top of it, and their user base is not responding well. So that popped across my feed this morning. Bacon, thank you for the 200. And apologies, friends, for all of this flailing about. Sorry. Okay. So I tell you what, friends, what we'll do is we'll get into game a little quicker than usual, because hopefully that'll give me the focusing crystals required, or at least Dr. Garrett can just jab a little bit of the good goods into my veins. A wonderful healing tonic that consists of laudanum and cocaine, probably. Okay, but if you haven't seen Gloomwood, it was one of 2 titles. And Perios, what ho, friends? Hello, hello. It was one of 2 titles that attempted to do like a spiritual return to Thief. And unfortunately, the first of those 2 did not land well. Ghost Reaper was saying they play a gacha game with a, air quotes, battle pass. But it gives you a lot of missions and items. Hey, I'm not against battle passes as a concept. I've found them to be a really interesting way in kind of giving players like a bite-sized numbers go up experience, rather than having like an MMO tier grind where to reach like end game goodies requires sorry. With MMOs, it requires months, possibly even years, to get to late game stuff, and all of like the battle pass stuff works very well to do the same kind of experience, but in a more, I'm trying to think how to phrase it, in a more manageable chunk. But I do think that a game like Temtem, where it's not just cosmetics and elements, it's things required added on top of a game which is already a premium product. Oh. Sorry, Nano-chan was saying they should draw their Blackout Club kit in a Gloomwood setting. That'd be a lovely little artistic warm-up. Stop me if I told you this yesterday, Nene-chan, but when we were at the community managers meet, we met up with another proper, like, deep in the paint storyline Blackout Club player, and it was glorious. Although what was fascinating was we're hanging out with all the other community managers, and we just get into Blackout Club speak, and it's basically like its own language at this point. Although what's been real funny is Caffeine's been watching a lot of the Critical Role sideshows and stuff around the house. So it's been like, oh, that's that bloke what was laughs last. Which continues to make me laugh. As like, you know, to others they may be a cast of adventurers from many campaigns deep. For me, they'll always be the things that you both fear and aspire to acquire in the Blackout Club. Or not acquire. What's the best way of putting it? Senpai noticed me? Sorry, I can't think of a better term. So yeah, Aperios, how has your day been going? Watto and welcome. Sorry about the confusion, the stuff and things. Okie dokie. Sorry, Paris was saying that things are good. Game news is kind of light today. It is. For a myriad of reasons. And what did you play on stream? Also, so Aperios, along with yourself, also Sadlin if you're lurking, and I believe we've got Stooge as well. I wanted to invite you to come join us on Saturday for a spot Galahad. Now, it does require a teeny tiny tutorial before leaping in, but for individuals that know online games and could quite possibly help us, you know, win. It would be lovely to have you with. The team behind Galahad's given me a bunch of keys. So yeah, if you'd like to be a part of our mechnanigans on Saturday, I'll pop you a key. Yes, Aperios, it's the good robot Pew Pew, not the bad robot Pew Pew. Also, Tokyo Game Show is coming up, and the chances that we'll see an Armored Core announcement are quite high. Oh, and it was Destiny 2. God, I'm so behind on everything in that space. But I am happy to hear that vaulting is a thing of the past. Though I'm starting to... Okay, I understand the reason, but I'm starting to wonder why they don't consider just doing something along the lines of an Oblivion-style... whatchamacallit? Auto-balancing. For old vaulted content, to create stuff that's still as intriguing or challenging as it was back in the day, but with some new flavor. God, that wasn't even a sentence. I'm so sorry, friends. And Helldwarf, Watto and welcome. You are dealing with an incoherent numpty. How goes it? I'm just bringing up my spreadsheet. Spreadsheets are for cool kids. So I'm just going to say hello to Cobb. There's a lot of lowercase letters there, so I have no idea how to pronounce that. Watto and welcome. Hello, hello. And to Blizz, Watto and welcome. Hello, hello. How goes it? You'll have to forgive me, new people, as I am desperately trying to get recaffeinated, and there is a lot of everything happening all at once today, which has left me slightly multi-trajectory potato. I'm just sorting out stuff and things for our giant robot at dawn.
Incessant clicking.
Hey, Mega Boss, that's feckin' cool of you. Thank you. So, unfortunately, you are getting a subpar experience today, friends. But I'm doing my
Stop
best.
that incessant clicking.
Oh. I'm just happy to be here, you know? So to those of you who have just joined us, we're going to be jumping into Gloomwood in just a second, which I know the diegetic UI isn't what I should be most excited about, but it is. Oh, and Fearless, I didn't see. Thank you for gifting us up to Hellboard. It's fucking cool, dude. Everyone's been fucking cool today. Fucking weird. Is that Demetresu the Thick engine? You'll need to get some capitalization. Watto and welcome. And I've been lucky enough to have a lot of people who have kept the Longship going for going on 5 years now. We've been a full-time operation on this, twitch.television. So yeah, Watto and welcome to all of you lovely new folks. Just getting all of our nonsense sorted. Yeah, we'll be coming up on 5 years proper in, what, the start of April, isn't it? Yeah, April 4th? 6th? I should remember when Longship Day is, shouldn't I? Okay, so to those of you who have just joined us, Watto and welcome. Usually I'm more of a chatty catty. My name is Will, and it's lovely to make your acquaintance. I worked in the games industry for over 10 years. Whether I am or I'm not in the games industry is kind of a discussion of philosophical means. But yeah, I pay the bills by streaming on this twitch.television. And I will talk your ear off about weird and interesting indie games until the cows return. Until those cows come home. Today we're going to be jumping into Gloomwood, which I've been excited for quite some time. Well, then it's lovely to have you with us. But yes, I will need to apologise to you all for the multi-track Drifty Potato.
Stop that incessant clicking.
Fearless, that's feckin' cool of you, thank you. And Catastros, Watto and welcome. I lost flowers. Did I say hello? I hope I did. As apparently I am failing to function today. To Dead Idiot Gaming, Watto and welcome. Oh. Alright, let me just bang out this tweet, because I'll just see if anybody wants to use Gloomwood as a glorious distraction. Catastro says they've been really looking forward to Gloomwood, so now they just need to play it. Well, I mean, you know that I'm not going to be blitzing through it quickly. Like, you know you don't have to worry about me spoiling the whole ruddy thing in an afternoon. But I am severely looking forward to this. See, even the guinea pigs are excited about this. Even as I continue to fail to be a successful bantermancer. So one of the interesting things, because we played through the Thief Forum, the Thief, like, semi-reboot prequel. And that was fascinating because it was an attempt to essentially do to Thief what they'd done with Deus Ex. And it was so strange. Like, it wasn't all awful, but some of it was not good. And I'm desperately trying to remember what the other Thief-style game was. Sorry. Denny was saying that is it me? Because Gloomwood sound like a forest littered with a single Pokemon. It just glooms as far as the eye can see. Okay. Tell you what. I love these gems. Let's bring it down the notch while I get everything sorted. Go for some smooth pokey jams. There we go. Maybe I'm just too hyped from Sonic enthusiasm. We'll get into game in just a second. Excuse me, sorry. But you know what? Let's just jump on in. Tweet's been deployed. Let's fucking do this. And to the thick engine of Demetresu. Hey, congratulations on that one. We were talking an inordinate amount yesterday about like how to bust out your how to bust out kind of like that creative block, but mostly in the Vidya games. Alright. Let's fucking do this. So, smooth jams be shoosh. Gloomwood be jumping. And I'm very proud of myself that I have not yet said either Gloomhaven or what was the other one? Oh, Catastros has almost cleared all of Neo 2. No summons, no players, no NPCs. Congratulations. That's been your mountain to climb for quite some time. And it's frankly impressive. Like, legitimately impressive. God, I've been so excited to feckin' try this. Finally here. Oh, the only thing I did want to show you, because I probably won't get to this point, but... is if you go quick game. Argument with a neighbour, wife caught you with a lady friend, running from the law, if for whatever reason you feel you must, abandon this wretched town? Fret not! Simply check the box labelled I, and leave a card with the gentleman who offered it. If you wish to refuse our service, then nay! Leave the rest to us. Like, that's the kind of game we batten for. Actually, now, does it have controller support? Because my poor raggedy hand would very much appreciate it. Turkey Lokies. Wait. Wait. Windows noises. Maybe we'll see if enable gamepad. Wait. Why would they have that as a setting that I cannot? Alright, well let's go for a new game. Full moon. Half moon. Tilting lips. We'll go for standard for now. Alright. Alright. Jesus, it's like as soon as I just touch them, it changes just about everything. I'm trying to get it so that it's something that you all can see. Hopefully that works. And Zagraves, Watto and welcome. Hello, hello. Welcome to Gloomwood. So to Demetrescu, are you a writer by trade? God. Cover your mouth, darling. Have none of that.
Prepare a carriage. They want
Reactor online. Sensors online. Weapons online. All systems nominal.
I mean, Zagraves, I couldn't possibly comment, but I have had to...
Fortunate predicament you found yourself in. Kidnapped and brought here, of all places.
Okay, so we definitely need some... subtitles coming soon. Okay. So it doesn't have gamepad or subtitle support just yet. Okay, so we're just gonna make do with what we've got. Stringer, please. Watto and welcome. How are you doing? We are meeting new friends. I am trying to do battle with many things simultaneously.
Well, if you listen to me, you may yet survive this night.
So, Stringer, please, what has put you on the 1,000-tier
This
spice
stream should
level?
help you stay out of the light. You have many enemies here. The darkness will shroud you from them. I'm off. Can't stay here. Look for the old lighthouse on the coast. I've left instructions.
Grumbly Gentleman is saying we have to look for the lighthouse on the coast.
Good luck, Doctor. There is more
Ah!
to this city than you can possibly imagine.
Well, so, Zagraves and I were talking about this very briefly. Right now, there are two reactions to current events, and those are the reactions of a lot of people in the US and a lot of people who are in the UK or younger, and it is two very, very different responses. And yeah. Hold left shift to sneak. Your ring shows your
Do
visibility.
my eyes deceive me? Appears to have been nothing.
Ah. Steal your shit. Alright, here we go. Now we're getting into the good shit. And again, so Laura, very much the same thing, but I should say that our household meme sharery has been fire all morning. Now, Kestrel, those are fish feet, which were very common in the Victorian era, where individuals would take whole-ass dead fish and just put their feet in them to walk around the streets of London silently. It's a very well-known technique. It's very well-known. Alright. Now, friends, I know this is a dumb thing to get excited for. I should be excited that we have a brand new video game.
Doc, they put your fancy sword and things in the room back there.
They might still be there if the rats haven't gotten to them.
Sorry, interrupted by a grumbly man with a bad voice. I know this is a weird thing to be incredibly excited about, but this was the point where I realized I was going to have to show this game to you, and it's this. This is your UI. It is physically that. So you have to find a place in the world, put your suitcase down, and then move stuff around. So it's kind of like the attaché case from Resident Evil 4, if it was a physical thing in the world.
A few of the lift buttons aren't working right, so I've taken them to my workshop down the hall for fixing.
Yes, fix those buttons. So, Laura, how did you survive the weekend's festivities? As we were... I thought it was safe to assume that you would be moving at high speed, especially since you had to look after that famous skeleton. For those of you who don't know, Laura knows a famous skeleton. Stole your shit. Take the keys off the back of their pants, or their dress smock thing. It's about me. It's about love. We wear loud services like metal. Tippity tappity, let's make this happen. Welcome to Croups Fishery Cellar Floor, Floor Plan A. Oh yeah, Pablo Skeletal is very famous, Laura. They're a well-known skeleton now. Okay, so Demetrosu, this is going for OG Thief. The goal was to create like a steep, like really lean heavily into Thief's like steampunk grunge. I mean, heck, New Blood has basically made an entire industry out of, here are all the games that are being very much underserviced right now. Hobbs lost the crank to the new power generator. Said the spine eel came right up and took it off him. Tried to wrestle it out of his jaws. Had wicked teeth. long as your fingers. Sure, mate. Either way, it's coming out of your pay. Make sure to send a request to the metalsmith for later. But no, this is absolutely trying to harken back to... So here's our murder cane. And here is our save point.
What is it this time?
This fish is clearly rotten.
You're lucky I feed you at all. The other guards would sooner dump your lifeless husk into that pig.
Good luck, dog. You're gonna need it.
Excuse me, can I interest any of you in a corpse? Fresh as they come. Yeah, they were right popular. Stippity stabbity. Let's make this happen. Right. I do believe I require a button. This button, to be precise. Oh shit, I threw it on the ground. It's I, the gentleman doctor. What does murder? Oh, so, sorry, jumping back into chat, and to Demetresu, and to Laura, and Smallest Waffle and all of you, I apologise I'm not on point today. Just had a lot of things happening simultaneously whilst also streaming. But, so the Sunday night panel went very well. At least, okay, I am judging myself very harshly, but only because it was my first time doing an entertainment panel, not like a...
Who made that noise just now? Come on now.
It was my first time doing an entertainment panel rather than like an informative one. So I wasn't expecting to be, Thank you. You live in the shadows now. Thank you, strange mushroom. Mushroom, what glows? So I've been, I guess, a little bit overly harsh on myself, but just because I want to make sure that if I get the chance to do more of those kind of like panels for fun, that I'm bringing my A game. And to Demetresu, maybe hold fire on posting on the NSFW, as we don't have a space for that. Not to discount your writings or otherwise.
The Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles,
Hey!
our 4 reptilian heroes, have overcome the arch villain Shredder.
And congratulations to Graves for finding the infernal tyrant amongst us. The thing is, you just threw that randomly to the crowd. I'm trying to hold my shit together today. Dead Idiot says, if I hear, whose footprints are these? Will wet themselves with laughter. Well, put down a towel, friend, because we're getting silly. Okay, so Demetresu, Lizzie, please don't post an NSFW story in Creation Celebration. Lizzie, what the heck? Okay, it isn't. Alright. Alright. We're okay? We're cool? Alright. Then, yeah, Creation Celebration would be the perfect place to throw that. Okay. Okay. But jumping back. Pablo Skeleton was a prop for the Acquisitions Inc. game live at PAX this year, which the intro video alone was just exceptional.
Oh look, it's the hole I was in.
The hounds seem anxious tonight.
It's the outsider. They don't like his stench. Do my eyes deceive me?
Sneaky, don't defeat
You there? You cannot hide for long.
I absolutely can. Into the pit with you! Well, so then, Chan, that's a question. Are we the outsider? Like, I'm very curious as to what's going down here. Well, and I don't know how, like, to what extent we're going to get monsters and nonsense in the full shebang. Okay. Now, I believe there was one more person who required stabbing. Wait, so who was that person talking through? Oh, whoever it was who was up there. Let's have a look. Guess we should have a look at our inventory. That's a broken gun. You're no use to me. But would physically jam it into the world. God, I love this game. Yeah. Dr. Thatcher's 10 years in elixirs. It's full of goodies. Like this one. Jam it into your arm. I'm sure it's fine.
Stanley was undecided on the pit. It appeared to be a perfectly serviceable pit that he would enjoy, but for the bodies cluttering the bottom.
Oh my word, that's feckin' incredible. Okay, I'm so sorry, friends. I've not been doing a very good job of explaining this game or showing off why this is so feckin' good. Apart from just going, hey, look at how cool this is. So, alongside the usual lean left and right, what you can do is head up to a door and lean against it to listen. Oh.
Curious sound.
Stabbable! Aha! It is I, the gentleman murderer. The distinguished Stabatherian. Annoyingly, I've got that "who is the little girl that lives in the plaza" going around in my head right now. Also, the lighthouse is lighting me up. I do not like this.
Come out.
Stab this guy right in the non-denominationals! Aha! Feed these ones to the fishies. Did OG Thief have the lean against the door feature? God, I completely forgot about that. So Dead Idiot game, you can tweak the various lighting settings in the ilk. I just found that even the slightest adjustment threw the settings right off. So I wanted to put it to a state where y'all could see. Wellity. This gentleman is incredibly dead. Using my deductive powers of doctoring, this man is a corpse. I will say the lighthouse lighting up the whole area intermittently is just fascinating. I diagnose you with a chronic deficiency of heart rate. And I'll help you know, that's not a good sign. Although, on the subject of pack stuff, I do need to put my hand up and apologise that I did not find all of Laura's comedy banners this year. Usually one of my personal charges. God, packs were so good this year.
Captain on the bridge.
Whoa.
Over the radio, this is Obi-2. Come in, Obi-1.
Feckin' yo. Clank, thank you for a full 47 months. The maximum what one can be doing in this little corner of the internet. Thank you kindly. We're playing a spot of Gloomwood. Well, I'm doing some gloomy murder. Look at that guy behind the counter. So he's living his best life. I consider this my last will and confession. I did everything she asked of me. When I wanted a seat on the Mercurial Council, when she wanted to see the Mercurial Council, I delivered. When she wanted some unsavory figure removed and discarded quietly, I provided. Now all hell has broken loose, and I have to and I have yokel mercenaries besieging the factory floor. I only have line workers and sailors here, not soldiers. I haven't fired that damn revolver in my safe. Well, I kept my end of the bargain. Years of empty promises. Was I really blind all along? Curse you, Sylvia. May this rotten town take you with. I'm gonna have a lot of fun reading these. Wow, how do you get painted angry? Like, he had to be that angry for a very long time for that face. Alright, so we need to find this gentleman's safe combination. In there is a fanciful revolver. Now, when doing the System Shock demo, darn it, it's not 451. Doing the System Shock demo, I tried to oh, that's very bleak. Just noticed that. I tried to put 0451 instead of just 451 into a code and failed. I was exceedingly unhappy to be bamboozled by the simplest of puzzles. I diagnose you with a minor flesh wound. Should be treatable with medical cocaine. Yeah. As you can tell, I haven't quite got the visual settings right. I'm still trying to strike a balance between being able to oh, you are kidding me. Those bloody stairs. This bloody way. It can't open the bloody door. Someone is getting shot for this. As soon as I have a gun. Until then, it's stabbing time. So this is above where I was earlier.
Do my eyes deceive me? Appears to.
Gotta solve a trickety puzzle here. Wow, this area is incredibly open world. Yeah, the roadie run is not something that an individual can keep up for quite this length of time. God, this already plays so well.
Reactor online. Sensors online. Weapons online. All systems nominal.
Who's up for a curry tonight, lads?
Oh, quite fancy a curry. Who's paying for the curries then? Is it that bloke? Was I supposed to take his money before I stabbed him? Ah, here we go. Group's factory floor. Plans A and B. Thank you. Stealing all your shit. That is the thieves' way! It's Friday for the chippy. Alright, right you are. Right you are. No, I don't know if it's a comfort food thing or what have you, but I have had a genuine craving for like a proper British curry. I should say the British style of curry. Like...
Do I spy something? Appears to have been nothing.
Oh, don't threaten me with a good time, Demetrus 2! Like a nice, proper, good creamy korma. Oh. I mean, I don't mind poppadoms as an existence, but it's all about that good naan. Stab it in the gut. Stab it in the gut. I have noticed that all of the firearms in this game seem to be comically broken. I say, this appears to get us onto the outside world, but I quite fancy that revolver. So let's see if we can't find that gentleman's last will and testament, and then steal his shit. Mate, you should really get that cough looked at. In the bum! Ha-ha! I am a doctor and I prescribe you death and murder. I'm starting to think we might not actually be a very good doctor. But what could it be?
You cannot hide for long.
Absolutely. I can hide for bloody ages. Oh, is this time in the show where we all start talking about food that we like just to make each other hungry? Because Graves is definitely on Team Poppadom. Okay, I'm not anti-Poppadom by any means. Just missed proper dudes. Oh, I believe this was where we started earlier. Lovely, lovely. It's all coming together. I'm just craving a proper good curry. Ah! Basement! Cellar! Nothing bad ever happens in basements! Shit. No key, I can't continue my bit. Oh, Ehrman's about biryani. Feck, are we just hurting each other? Wow. Okay, okay. Stammerings bring up the fact they had a doner kebab for tea today. I haven't found a good... Well, okay. Sadlin has been trying to take me to a good kebab place, but the planet keeps having other ideas. Alright, so we're just in search of this bloody safe combination. Woo! Took a bit of a run away there.
I love a good hunt.
Oh... So actually, jumping back, Laura, I've not tried Dewat, because like usually the rule is never anything within visual distance of a convention center, and friends don't let friends go to the Cheesecake Factory. That's the other.
Nice, I found him.
The fuck you have?
Coward.
Oh shit!
So you can get biryani.
You bastard.
Takes one to know one. Ehrman, feckin' thank you. $25 in bits just while I'm trying to be all sneaky. I do believe our gentleman is hurting. There we go. Gosh, I love a bit of cocaine. No, seriously, I know I'm very, very wavy-davy today, but Ehrman, that's a whole bunch of bits. So sincerely, thank you. But yeah, so Laura, I've not been to that curry house. Is it good? Because, like, aside from the burger place at PAX Australia, yeah, the rule is never anything within visual distance of a convention center during convention time. Okay, these are the safety rules for just if you have to do a lot of conventions to survive them. It's 1, no food you have to physically touch. So no bags of crisps, no I'm trying to think of other examples, but apparently that's all. Sandwiches are a dice roll. Always going for, like, you know, sanitize the stuff out of your hands, and if it's one of those ones that's wrapped, then it's maybe, but it's a big old dice roll. Nothing with shellfish. God, what's the other rule? Yeah, friends don't let friends eat the Cheesecake Factory. Actually, Dimitrescu, Caffeine, who's staying with us at the moment, picked up some steaks on sale, so we might actually be having beef quite soon. Well, no, it's just, so... Whoa, okay. So, the lobster rolls at PAX East are a dice roll. But they are cooked to an extent. But it's like... oh yes, we were heading upstairs trying to find some bloody key. Convention event survival rules are mostly there just to keep yourself from getting into some serious dietary trouble. And you would be amazed how many people I've seen wiped out by food poisoning. A friend got hit real bad one year because they didn't adhere to the rules, and because they were in a fancy restaurant, they thought, oh, well, like, I don't have to worry, it's all fine. And so in this very fanciful restaurant, they ordered, I believe it was, God, I think it was a lobster or shrimp thing, and to hear them describe it, they turned into a volcano of sorts. And not in a good way. Right here. Grab these. Oh wow, those two do not give a hot fuck. That's a straight shot right down. Friends, the other thing that I'm not doing a very good job.
Found the key to the watchtower yet?
No. Apparently one of the prisoners escaped and locked himself in there.
How long has he been up there?
A week about. We're making him stay up there and starve to death.
These things have a good view. What a fool.
Okay, so that's why those two weren't distracted, because they were too busy having a workplace complaint about the...
Do I spy something? Appears to have eaten nothing.
Who made that noise just now? Come on out.
You cannot hide for long.
That could have been handled better, but on the plus side, fucking whee! These corpses definitely need some physics about now. Oh, friends, I might be in trouble. I think he shot me. This requires more laudanum! Okay, and Salen's with me on the nothing you eat with your hands rule. Yeah, pizza's safer for like becoming. The chance of becoming a Pucano due to pizza is significantly less than a lot of other things. I wholeheartly agree with Sadlin that it's a very, very quick way to get yourself like whatever con crud's doing around then. It's a great. I'm trying to be respectful of the people who are very sad right now. God, I'm trying to think. All right, what are my other safety rules, like for conventions and events? I think. Always have yourself a quick kit, lozenges, painkillers, and hand sanitizer for days. For days. I'm trying to think about. God. I really am complete brain dead potato.
Stop that incessant clicking.
Ah, you see, this has begun. So sorry, making your own food can help, but again, there aren't too many. Yeah.
Do I spy something?
Spy not! It's very, very hard to tell when one is and is not. Oh! I was invisible and the lighthouse was like, air horn! Guess what? You're now brightly lit. Congratulations. Sadlin, sorry. Sadlin said it more succinctly than myself, which is make your own food is a very good way of potentially staving off, like, getting sick from conventions and the ilk. However, you need to make something that you don't need to eat with your hands, but that could potentially be unrefrigerated for a while and still be safe, which isn't too many food types. Are we limping? Yo! Have I been limping this whole time? Because as it currently stands, it feels like our character is actually using the cane. That is fascinating. Okay, stop, breathe. So Sadlin, I don't know if I asked you earlier, how is your Saturday looking, and would you like to play some giant robots? I'm putting together a team for Galahad. I have Steam codes for those who are participating, and then for the rest of your lovely selves, the rest will be the rest of the keys will be given away. So Dustin, interestingly, I got introduced to the term the AGBs, the after grog bog. But that's not the story. So that idiot, like... Okay, you could be interested in some shooty mech bang? Lovely, lovely. Forgive me as I'm about to light up my own face. I'm just going to mark you off on the calendar. Because I think that puts us at 4 for the pre-made team. Okay, and I'll send you your code across later on. So, Jackie, I would disagree. There is the chances of getting sick from convention food very much depends on where you're getting it from, but it is better to not take those chances. Because the thing is, for a lot of us, conventions aren't just going to hang out with friendos and having a good time. They are also kind of like work events. And so you can't really, like, if you're the only PR person in an indie team, it is your entire job to make sure that game does well, right? So if you end up having a fucking, convention taco and then end up turning yourself into a violent volcano, then you've not only, like, given yourself a very bad time, but you've also created a situation where... I think I can grab this. Okay. Ooh! You've also, like, put a huge extra strain on the rest of the team. And as Sablin's adding, like, the risk factor goes up due to overwhelming traffic, number of people, and, I'm not blaming the people that work on those stands, but they're only human, and when they suddenly have to service, like, thousands of people as opposed to their usual amount, like, outside of convention time, like, that can put a big strain on their usual safety practices. So yeah. Contezuma's Revenge. Fuck, that's good. I do like that one. Okay. Huh, what was that, Dice? And Fishy's gonna eat well tonight. Now I need to find this ruddy code for this ruddy office. Alright. Oh yeah, we didn't find the button, did we?
Wait, no.
I will say though, friends, I don't like throwing around the term immersive sim because it often feels like a catchy buzzword of yesteryear. But so far, this game very much feels like I can tackle this however I want to, and that's why I'm getting lost. I'm having a bloody marvellous time with this. Down you go, trash bag! Ah, drugs. Doctor's secret weapon. Really good drugs. Okay, so we need to get back up onto the roof and then drop down in the skylight. Okay, I'm there. Oh, no, sorry, and just as an aside, I wholeheartedly agree with Caffeine and, we had to turn the lights off. 363. 363. That always tip your servers. And always tip them well. Because, like, one, it is the kind thing to do, and those people have been dealing with so much of humanity's, of the worst of humanity, that, it is the right thing to do. But the other thing is, even if they're not great, they may be the person who is your... Who may be the person who is the only server throughout the... Oh, records. Love it. Wait, no. Readings for nerds! Ah. hold R to check ammo. Use R to reload. Now I have a gun. There's the most important of Doctor's tools. The gun. And alcohol. Alright, so let's just check my Doctor status. We have a gun, several bullets, 2 injections of a laudanum cocaine combo. It makes me feel wonderful. Whatever the bloody hell that is. And 2 bottles of ash brew. The bevy that says, heck yes. Just like a little inside closey button. Interesting. Okay. Now we've got a gun. Let's go up to the roof. But no, sorry, I'm trying not to sound like a complete arsehole mercenary, but, you know, in truth, even if the servers are having a particularly bad night one night, the next evening things might be a lot better, and they might be the one person who busts out the best service that fucking seals you the deal. And that one meeting that changes everything. You know? If we're talking about, like, removing points of failure, then being nice to servers is removing a point of failure. Again, I know that's a very mercenary way of looking at it, but it's feckin' true. I'm sorry, friends, I'm not giving much in the way of useful advice. Now, if you want to start talking like how to do biz dev stuff, the pro tips I have are 1, have at least 1 restaurant, 1 bar in your back pocket. So that if someone says, oh, I don't know where to go for dinner, you can go, we're going here. And everyone can go, oh, that's really good. Because, like, in actuality, especially game devs, love them to pieces. Very rarely are they as prepared as they should be. Oh no, I dropped into the wrong place. I fucked up. I'm so sorry. I guess we head down and see if we've got the keys for this yet. The last one is always have a potential meeting spot. A place where you can actually sit and have a conversation with someone. Do not assume the coffee shops will have space. They never will. Especially if it's an important meeting, because, like, Sod's Law is real. Like, when you absolutely positively need a place to sit down and have a decent cup of coffee and a conversation with someone, that is when you will not be able to find a single coffee shop with a single seat in. Oh! Dustin, whilst very much a creature of its time, the rule system for waiting is absolutely true. Do not screw with the people who serve you your food. Like, do not be the person who is responsible for your entire team getting wiped out with, yet again, with the Pukano. I'm trying to think of my other tips for handling, like, biz dev stuff and events. Yeah, always have a meeting room. Always have a meeting place. Like, when you get to the point where you're big enough to have meeting rooms, that removes the stuff. And that's why people pay through the nose to either have a large enough booth with a contained meeting space, or like at GDC where they just pay for meeting rooms. One thing that continues to be hilarious is at GDC, everybody meets at the Marriott lobby. It's like speed dating for business. And it's always hilarious seeing who got stood up. It's always hilarious. But then what happens is you see these green beans going there to do B2B stuff. And they meet everybody and they're like, hey, should we go sit down at the... Oh. And every table and every seat throughout the entirety of Marriott is taken. That continues to be funny. I've seen people desperately trying to balance a coffee in one hand and a laptop in the other while trying to show someone a vertical slice of the game. Now, I don't know if they succeeded or what have you, but I will say that I don't think as a meeting that it went well. opening the handy dandy case.
Who made that noise just now? Come on now.
I love a good hunt.
Oh shit, the bed! There was a second guy! He just shot me in the back of the head. Okay, okay. Ah, I didn't save! Why am I a fucking nerd? Alright, well, let's continue.
The other guards would sooner dump your lifeless husk into that pit. Don't bother me again.
Well, now we know the level of lethality that we are dealing
Good
with.
luck, Doc. You're gonna need it.
One more into the pit. Hey, Will, look up behind, Blam! Well, that could have gone better. So I need to come back to the gramophone to save. That's why this whole area was accessible. Alright. What have we got here? A couple of cans of soup and a shovel. Feck your shovel. Power. Oh! Can I interest any of you in a frozen cheese wheel or a man's head? Oh, and it's wet. Okay, so we can't stab the rat. We can make friends with it. Oh, wait. Hang on. There you go, buddy. Dig in. It's all for you. Shit. Just that guy's head just hanging out in our inventory. Oh, for feck's sake. Okay. Take the cheese. God. Worst Pac-Man I've ever heard of. Well, you have heard of me. Oh no! Bayonot says, hello, hope you're all having a good day. I hope you didn't wake any babies by accidentally kicking a toy like I did. No! Summon the wrath of the child. Jesus, mate, you look like I feel. Well, so Dustin, I'll shoot him a DM. Oh, sorry, Dustin was asking with the chance of getting Rael Cooley on the show. I'd love to have him for a session of Sea of Thieves or what have you. Like, I don't know him well enough to be like, and there we go. But it was lovely getting recognised. I can't say fairer than that, friends. I'm so sorry I seem to be all over the place today.
Do I spy something? Appears
so much food.
Nothing.
Oh, I biffed that so it fears.
Come out, come.
Thank you, mate. Also, Punch back to Watto and welcome. How are you holding up? Ah, they could have lowered down a chain for us the whole time.
The hounds seem anxious tonight.
It's the outsider. They don't like his stench.
Interesting. So that, so one of those gentlemen was one of the ones we distracted earlier. Alright. So I need to be a lot less blasé and a little bit more careful. So, what's up with Henry Headface there? He's working for us now.
Was that Marcus?
Ah, so previously.
I heard that, my clumsy friend.
I am going
Ow, ow, ow! This is not how this is supposed to go! Well, physician heal thyself, I suppose.
When they said you have to work hard to get ahead in life, I didn't expect it to be on a case-by-case basis.
I am not doing well this time! Pun Spectre, thank you for the 200. Fearless, if you'd like to know where I got that severed decapitated head, I'm not saying, because then everybody's going to bloody want one. I don't have enough of them to share. Also, I think the limp is meant to indicate our health. Bayonot says, why is there a briefcase? Where's your decapitation sack, you psychopath? What kind of murdering scumbag do you take me for? I'm a gentleman murderer. And as a gentleman murderer, I have a very sophisticated suitcase with which to keep my belongings. One of which I use predominantly for killing. But that's
Should be more careful, he says. Be less blasé, he says. Promptly gets into a face-to-face sword fight.
I'm hurt offended by that very accurate description of my actions. Anyway, I'll get the gentleman's firearm and we'll go from there. I'm actually curious to see if the code changes. At least we get some more drugs. Yeah, so sorry friends, I don't mean to sound too preachy when talking about event stuff and things like that. I personally get a little, I wouldn't say stressy spaghetti, but I've been the single point of failure. And I've seen people get wiped out by food poisoning at events. And like experienced individuals. Like, food poisoning cares not for how many conventions you've been to. Alright, hang on. So I don't know what these are. An empty can of fish sardines. Citizen man head. Not researched. Well, we'll have to look into Decapitator. I guess because I was catching up with one friendo who, due to the severity of the food poisoning, I don't want to go into too many details. Break down that door. Due to the severity of his food poisoning, I do not want to reveal any names because they had the worst time. Like, curl up in a bathtub and just let the just leave the shower on bad times. But yeah, they had lobster at a very fancy place, and they were the linchpin for both like press staff and for a panel that day. And all they could do was just sit in their hotel room and just violently poo.
Slipped right through my grasp. I slipped right through your mother's grasp. Ha ha!
Close on them. They're going to go all the way back upstairs. All right. 3, 6, 3. Okay. As I said, I'm just in love with the fucking diegetic UI of this game. Wanna know how many bullets you've got? Well, open your gun and have a look, cretin. Wanna see what items you've got on your personage? Well, there we go. Says this game is driving my cat crazy. Like, is that a bit, or is it specifically doing your the noises doing your cat damage? It's jumping at the screen, going for lights.
I heard that. My clumsy friend.
Also, the lengths to which these guards will go to try and find me up they hear a noise is fascinating. Alright, we haven't had a chance to try the gun yet, and I think I deserve it. Just one bullet is a treat. Or, now here's a wild idea. I should go back, save my game, before I start going blam blam blam, clack clack clack. It also means, Lance, I can stop and have a look at your kitty being adorable. I'll switch to my cane just in case. I have been informed by our lovely, lovely Mother Hubbards that I need to get a lot better at telling everybody that they need to hang out. Right, where's your kitty? Oh no! So I tell you what, Lance, would you mind posting that and tagging me on the Twitters so I might retweetify it? Because that is adorable. Unfortunately, that will not discourage me from continuing to play this. Also, Kestrel, why do you think we hire so many people? They can buff out the cane marks whenever they need to. Keeps them working, I suppose. Now, save the game, and I haven't had a chance to use this gun yet. So I shall save the day using my medical training, my knowledge of people, and this gun. I'm sorry! I didn't realize 3 bullets in the face was just to be taken as a fucking suggestion. I don't even know what that is. Alright, time for more check. We just saved caffeine, but thank you for the reminder. So there's the people at the top that we need to have a look look at. And there was... Ah, alright. So, not quickly, but look. The guards coming out to inspect. Unable to find their slain companion. Guards return to their bound. Famous 6, I did cast gun and it was upsettingly ineffectual. Haha! Perhaps would have preferred another way to unleash some hell. I was rather preferring the murdering on stand, but
Do my eyes deceive me? Appears to have.
Oh, I'm sorry, I didn't realise my vandalism. My vandalism was being ignored! Well, frankly, I am ended. Now I need more drugs. This is just not my ruddy day. What do you mean I'm being impatient? Well, do not worry, friends, for theft is its own what? Okay, so it does seem like it's not that our character has a limp, it's as we take more damage, we get more and more, well, all over the place. Alright, excuse me, friends, excuse me, I've got the bill through here. Alright, so for netting bags, it's £8. Generator fuel's costing us 20. The lift repair button, which Samuel is handling, cost us £3. The radium paint, which remember, it's not for eating even though it's delicious, 17. I love how it glows on my tongue. And window replacement has been 10 quid. Spare bulbs, 8. Greasy oil barrels. £77 on grease oil barrels? Offended. New rowboat's going to cost us 40 quid. Mr. Carrington's charging us 120. It's a right disgrace. And the power crank will be coming out of Hobbs's pay. So one of you all needs to tell Hobbs he owes us. That brings it to a grand total of 359 quid. Absolutely disgraceful. Daylight robbery. Daylight robbery. And you know I'm always down for a bit of robbing. But this has gone too far. Sorry, pun saying that when the gun wasn't immediately effective, that sure was a pistol whip of emotions. Oh, is it not working? Hang on, let me pause the game. Is the jar not working? Let me do a quick refresh of it. Where is the pint glass? There we go. Kestrel, I'm so sorry. Well, let's try, see if we hide it. We hide it, and then refresh it. There we go. That should work now, Kestrel. Thank you very much for throwing it in. Your cupcakes have been returned to their rightful space. disappointed with this guy who seems completely uninterested in fucking tins. Oh, come off it! No way you saw me. You know what? That's not actually true. Okay. And Lance, thank you kindly. Friends, I'm so sorry I appear to be out of sorts today.
Do my eyes deceive me? Appears to have been nothing.
Oh! Apparently, eating fish at somebody's face. Oh, and J Post, thank you for the 100 bits there. Okay, I'm getting my feelies under me now, both videogamely and otherwise.
Do I spy something? Appears to have been nothing. Do my eyes deceive me? Appears to have been nothing.
Have you tried doing what I'm doing? Casting LRM-15 and ERL laser?
I see you're back on MechWarrior Mercenaries. Sadly, as excitable a game as Gloomwood is, it is yet to give me long-range missiles.
My eyes deceive me.
Yes, they do. Also, your friend's gun is broken. Actually, you know what, Bacon? Between the movement style and the guns, this is very... Sir, you're being hunted.
Do I spy something? Appears to have been nothing.
Stab! I cast knife. Into the back room with you. Hang out here until I'm done thieving. I don't know what a lot of these are, but... Yeah, it does seem... Oh, so there's the Killing Floor and the Draining Pool. Two of my favourite new metal bands. Yeah, and so Mega Boss, I'm having a little bit of a problem like with adjusting the settings so it's clear. But basically the ring on our character's thumb is what indicates when we are or are not visible. But it's not entirely 100%. So like, when we stand in front of the light...
Such a shame, I'm sure even a flea or locust would be helpful in your case here.
It's one of the few times where anyone's gone, I could really go for a light mech right now. Okay. Doors. So I guess we started to explore up towards the carriages, but... I'm going to murder this guy again. He has it coming. He has it coming. He only stabbed himself to blame. Ah! One of the fun things is this doesn't actually let you walk on someone's feet. So if you're having trouble judging the distance between like when you need to start playing Stabitha, like the Great Adventures of Super Stabitha. These tins are not useful. So, Megaboss, the...
I can't wait to wear your skin.
Apparently, I'm a fucking dingus. Oh. But no, okay, so you see in proximity to this lamp, the ring is glowing. That's to indicate that we are fully visible. Now, this was a system that the OG thief basically pioneered. And the idea is meant to give us an indication of how visible we are or are not to the myriad of opponents.
Do I spy something? Appears to have been nothing.
You know what? That's okay. Okay. A break, a breather, a thought, a moment. So it does appear that even if you're in the shadow, beating someone in the face beating someone in the face with a tin of rotten fish seems to irk them regardless. But it does. Well, so the thing is that even when it comes from the shadows, they immediately know where you are and go into attack mode, as opposed to throwing a bottle past them, which makes them go, "Huh, where did that come from?" So it's learning the logic of it. Perius, I did know that Disco Perun was one of the most used emotes. I just didn't know if it was one of. I don't know if it was your most used emote, which makes me very happy. Look at his little face. Bear with me just a second, dear friends. There we go. A small army of Disco Peruns.
Now it says I'm a game dev. Because I help with video games.
Very droll. Very droll. Thank you, Favor 6. Also, I just lost the game. You absolute terror. Oh, excuse me. Okay. Stuffing things, stuffing things. Alright, I'm back. Apologies for multi-track jerky potato there. I've had so many people come in today, and I feel very, very guilty that I've been absolutely off my A game. Also, you know what? These two guys, they can live another day. We're gonna head up the tower now. Spend some fast, flashy murder. I think I stole the keys for. Oh, I could certainly use a couple of bottles. I think I stole the keys for the upstairs. Let's have a look. No. Piss. This is not good. So I do have to handle those two numpties again. Well, now I've got some bottles, so I can either distract them or drink about it. Both, as long as you might live. Which, if I have my way, will be very... Oh, I am sorry, friends. Like I said, it's not that I'm having a bad time. This game is rapturing, and I find myself getting, like, really, really into it. I basically blundered through the original in, like, idiot Savant mode earlier, and now I'm actually going to play the game like I mean it. It's very difficult. Well, we can head out here through the boats. I guess I'm going to head up around. You know what? I'm going to go explore what looks like a very fancy cave. Excuse me, sack of heads, could you not? Yeah, I'm not getting in that thing. Got that. Something tells me that going in the water is a very, very ill thought out idea. But considering how many times I've died, I really want to explore that cavern, so... Okay, so we can move through just very slowly. I say, we found a spot of treasure. Bullets, love it. Full of whatever these will end up being. Shovels, ineffective. Right. Let's try for the spot of the old 451, shall we? Nope. Nothing. Nobody tells me nothing. God, 2 shots were fired in here. See if there's a note, a hint, if you will. That is fascinating. Unfortunately, it's something we'll have to come back to. But yeah, so one of the things that Phyllis was saying earlier is that Thief is often described as kind of the progenitus of the idea of the immersive sim. And I don't want to get into a genre discussion because I've had so many genre discussions with so many people. But the thing that strikes me is that the idea that those games were trying to put forward was the idea that you as an individual may tackle games any way that you want, with the tools that you have in any manner. And I think it's safe to say that this is absolutely doing that. Oh, those are spent revolver cases. Fascinating. So we can actually pick up used rounds and then use them to distract people. Clever. I get it. Speaking of being clever, goodies in the boat. Gotta be up. Oh. Down there is where we have to save. Oh, and there's the Water Express. But it's something that I've always been fascinating with, and as games technology moves further and further forward, it becomes more affordable to take that kind of approach. The diegetic over the systematic. Stop me if I'm talking absolute bollocks, dear friends. Revolver. Lovely. Now, I do think that I should be allowed to shoot a gentleman in the back of the head and it count as a murder, but we'll see how this goes. And Megaboss, have a lovely, lovely rest of your evening, alright? Wonderful to have you with. And thank you very much for putting up with me being a very, very drifty potato today. I'm going to try with him being unsuspecting, just one shot to the head. Nope, this was a poorly thought out idea. So glad they put on their anti-bullet hats today. Of course, the windows are bloody impenetrable. This is the Cotton Eye Joe situation all over again. You know, without him, I would have been married a very long time ago. I don't know if I'd spoke to you all about this. Get in the bin. I'm going back to save. Hello, baby boy. Would you like to help me with this? Would you like to help me, Amos? As we're attempting to gloom this wood. Good boy. Good boy. I'll apologise for the methodicalness of it. I lost that. Oh no, it's absolutely like Thief in the sense of like shooting is not an optimal scenario by any means. I mean, this is Thief in every sense. And I think it's another one of those interesting...
My eyes deceive me.
It is this interesting niche that a few game devs have popped themselves into. Yeah. Stab. Which is taking these old classic titles and bringing them forward. Okay, so I spent a larger portion of time throughout PAX talking about like publishing video games and the viability of it, etc., etc. And one of the problems that I have is that once you start getting into business meetings with people, you have to be able to say, all right, this will sell this many copies. You've got to be able to have some kind of prediction. What's up, baby boy? Right, hang on, friends. Bear with me just a second. I think the pupper is left unattended. Hello, hello. I am very sorry, friends. This break is going to be a little bit longer than intended. I can't find anybody else. Dog needs to go out for a piss. So I'll be back with you all in a second. I'm so sorry about this, friends. I know today has been very, very, very chaotic. Please bear with me. I'm so sorry. Hello there. Okay. Hello, hello. Shall we continue our spooky adventure? Sorry I've had to just basically listen to some bloke from the Midlands.
Today has been chaotic, so of course Amos wanted to be a part of it.
You know what? That is very fair. That's very fair. Also, Bacon, you managed to take a single one of Kestrel's cupcakes and yote it into the sky. Alright. So now he's dead, door's open, let's murder this guy, and then save it again. Let's get that looked at, friend. And it's time for more of Dr. Thasherson's healing medicine. It's almost entirely laudanum and cocaine. Wait, there was more cupcakes? What spicy, glorious nonsense is this, Kestrel? I do wonder if later on, drawing the sword cane and closing it has like a special effect. That would be very cool. Are we enjoying Dunwich Lo-Fi Station? You're listening to the smooth sounds of Dunwich. It's unsettling all the day. It's unsettling all day or a day. Now it's time for stabbing with the stars. How am I out of booze?
Do I spy something? Appears to have been nothing.
Alright, now let's see if I can throw this head.
Do my eyes deceive me?
Yes.
I've got you now. Gods will be pleased.
Can we just talk about the fact that I just yoked a severed head past that man's sight and he's like, ah, that's fine. That's, boy, sure is a feckin' Thursday here in Gloomwood. Well, so Lance, I've tried shooting these gentlemen in the face, and it seems to result in them being perturbed and able to shoot me far more effectively. Like, so far, all the wanton shooting has got me well.
Spy something. I found it.
Yep! Ow! You did that on purpose! Okay, friends, I'm going to go back after today's stream and I'm going to rewatch our early run because I was basically like the murderous idiot Savant, dancing around the varying streets of Gloomwood, just killing with impunity and succeeding very well. And lamentably, Miyakiri Sakura, I am being hunted.
Do my eyes deceive me? Appears to have been nothing.
Appears to have been nothing, sir.
Reactor online. Sensors online.
Hey!
Weapons online. All systems nominal.
And Miyaki Sakura, that's fucking cool.
What ho indeed.
Ah. Thank you for your key, and your concern, and for your corpse. Bye! Ah! A couple more bullets, don't mind if I do. I say, is that a full chamber? Glorious. I genuinely wonder what the spent shell casings are about. Like, I wonder if they're a thing you have to, like, find or hide. But I will say I'm a great big fan of just how much this game spoils us with, like, verticality and stuff. Like, this game is absolutely content letting us treat this whole environment like a big old playground. God. And Miyake Sakura, I just wanted to say again, because we've been a few people celebrating their 47 months, I don't know how to translate that into...
Who made that noise just now? Come on out. Come out, come out.
Ha-ha! Did it. I did it. Down the shaft you go! That was much more stylish. Yeah, I guess I'm getting my groove back, friends. Except for these two won't be distracted until they've had their little natter about the gentleman who's locked himself in the tower.
Has anyone found the key up to the watchtower yet?
No. Apparently one of the prisoners escaped and locked himself in there.
How long has he been up there?
A week about. We're making him stay up there and starve to death.
At least he has a good view. What a fool. A curious sound. All seems quiet now.
I saw that. I found it.
I can't wait.
Fuck! Why am I an idiot? I was good. When we started playing this game early today, I was just kicking ass 8 ways from Sunday, and apparently I've gone from the idiot savant to just the idiot. Oh, I gotta get those guys' keys back. No. I don't wanna. You're right, Kestrel, I got cocky. The death of many a great murderer. So let's see, how do we do it? We went up this way, stabbed that guy, dropped in, stabbed his friend with absolute fucking impunity.
Do my eyes deceive me?
They do. Alright, tippity-tappity, let's make this happen. Actually, so Lance, have you started playing this? What?
That noise just now.
I am going to come into chaos will be pleased.
Oh, good. Oh, great. Oh, wonderful. Why am I a fucking idiot? The Will Overguard story. Well, still got this gentleman's head. Keeping that for, you know what? This is very true to world of the Thief series. Okay, so you can't. Oh no, you can. Ah, all right. So we're getting that good old-fashioned verticality going. I am a knight. This gentleman must die. Oh shit. I'm about to be in trouble. Oh no, I might be okay. I thought the lighthouse was going to basically just turn us into one great big visible disaster. Into the water with you! Back with the continued adventures of the gentleman murderer, which is I, Murderface. The origins of Dr. Quincy, indeed. Oh, okay, so you mean just in games like this in general. Okay. Yes, Fearless, you are correct. William Murderface would be the great-grandson of our particular murderous doctor.
Who made that noise? I'm going to cut you into pieces! You bastard!
Takes one to know one.
I will chop you up! Coward!
He doesn't know where I am. Now we'll have a little sing-song.
I love a good hunt.
Wah, wah, wah. Alright, well now we're back to talk show mode. Oh. Sorry, I'm in that strange place post-PAX where I've covered all of the great stories with yourselves. There's probably some that I'm forgetting, but I don't know, I'm still heavily
Reactor online. Sensors
Hey!
online. Weapons online. All systems nominal.
Ganon Doodles, you lovely Mother Hubbard. How are you doing? We're currently letting these guards just tucker themselves out. No, apparently one of their friends' corpses falling from the sky didn't create the reign of terror that I was hoping for.
What was that noise?
Ah! What was that noise? Well, fuck me running, I guess. Didn't realize it was kill day already.
Kill Day is actually a recognised celebration in this part of the world. Not a lot of people know that. Oh, sorry, friends. Because Ganon Doodles, you just got in. Can I interest you in a laudanum cocaine mix, or possibly a bottle of ash brew, a whole human head? Okay, Ganon Doodles. Getting to spend 3 hours just daydreaming and having a good time sounds fecking marvellous. Like, colour me jealous levels of marvellous. Oh. Limp on back to the save room. Yep, 6 hours till Splatoon 3. Actually, there's a quick question. I meant to ask earlier, but I think I got distracted by people trying to kill me. Is how many of your lovely selves are going to be hit Splatoon 3 proper? Would have preferred to get one darn page done. Oh, wouldn't we all? Wouldn't we all? I don't think we found the key down to whatever sinister nonsense is going on here. Yeah. up, up, and away to murder. Could certainly use some more of those lovely drugs. That would be excellent. Lancers are going to lose friends to Splatoon in a couple of weeks. I mean, it starts today.
Has anyone found the key up to the watchtower yet?
No. Apparently one of the prisoners escaped and locked it. Who made that mess just now? Come on out.
Oh, shit! Well, that was not my intended maneuver. Also, this it's one of those games that doesn't have a sprint. You're always moving at speed unless you're being stealthy. See, now Bismarck, that's smart. Like, I wish I could be that cohesive when it comes to binging games. You know, go to bed early, get ready for the next day, like bring it together. But sadly, that is not something that I have mastered.
How long has he been up there?
A week about. We're making him stay up there and starve to death.
At least he has a good view. What a fool. I heard that.
Friends, if you weren't in here earlier, I handled those two deftly and with ease. There was barely any stress. Now they are the chuckling duo of my undoing. Bastards. Oh, please tell me I got the key for this. There's a lot of stairs to be walking for a gentleman that does not wish to. There we go. Right.
You cannot hide for long.
I absolutely can't. Fuck you both! You're not my real dad! There we go. That's how it's supposed to be. Alright. Now before we do anything else, I am going to go save. Because for some reason, apparently, I seem to have the idiots. I have lost the idiot's luck. But yeah, no, Bismarck, if you can pull this off, sleeping early to go so you can go hard in a video game at a sensible hour in the morning, like, that's impressive. I can't do that. Mornings are not my friend. That's not when I do well. God, I cannot wait to see people challenging deathless or exploration runs of this game. Okay, so to recap, we were a doctor imprisoned by whoever these mercenary lunatics were. We are trying to break free, as Freddie Mercury once sung at great length. there is a gentleman up there in the tower who has been locked in to starve. And we have a safe near a beach with a hidden combination. Now, we've not been into any of that space. And earlier on, I attempted to do some very, very swanky maneuvers in the carriage area. And do you want to know how it went? Extremely poorly. Hey, well, Ganadoodles, just thank you again for 25 months. Lurk away, friend. If you need me to be the background accoutrement to helping you get art stuff done, then I will give it my on it.
What does the Countess want with him anyways?
Don't know. I just want to get the job done, get paid, and not go anywhere near her mansion after that.
And the drop-off point is the old city gate, right?
Yeah, we're supposed to hand him off to the spy master.
That guy, he gives me the creeps.
Best you don't let anyone hear you say that.
So I was supposed to be handed to the spy master. Interesting.
Do I spy something?
Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't realize smashing a bottle near your face counted for nothing! Oh, it's because there's a third gentleman.
I love a good hunt.
You are dumb with a dumb face. Why are you so dumb?
Yeah, and I agree with Kestrel, you shouldn't badmouth the spy master, because, let's be honest, the chances of someone doing like a face reveal and, it was the spy master all along! I mean, the clue's in the name.
Slipped right through my grasp.
My strange, slippery grasp.
I saw that. Sure, I found you not so clever anymore, see, friend.
And then he just fucking shot me.
I dislike your new blog post. I found your comments about Star Wars to be reductive. Kablam.
One up this way. Alright, so Dingleberry, who shot me in the face, is there.
Do I spy something?
You don't
appears to have been nothing.
It's me, your internal dialogue. You probably shouldn't go check out whatever that noise was.
Keys, any cash? Yeah. Alright, in the pond with you. Side, of course.
Like, comment, and symbol.
Fuck, that's good. I have to remember that one. What's with people leaving bullets in boats? I wonder about that. Alright, so. These two have to do their little chin wag moment, or can I just start smashing some bolts? Chucking around decapitated heads, everyone's like, I don't really care much, but fine. Somebody gets stabbed in the side, and they're like, oh, look at me, shooting people right in the face, because apparently that's what I do today. Fuck. You don't bring bullets with you when you fish? The old last resort?
My old man was a fisherman.
Alright, so let's get their conversations.
My eyes deceive me. Appears to
so you have to be in the rafters to get their conversation going.
Just want
Oh, there we go.
anyways.
Don't know. I I just want to get the job done, get paid, and not go anywhere near the mansion after that.
The drop-off point is the old city gate, right?
I could listen to these guards go for this kind of banter for the absolute rest of the...
Best you don't let anyone hear you say that.
Oh, so he's going to go keep watch around the corner here. So we wait for him to go around, hop on through the window, and stab him.
What's that noise?
I guess
All seems quiet room.
So if matey boy over there goes for a stroll to look at something else, we stab him and steam. Do. I just stabbed your friend here. And lost flowers. What and welcome. Now, Kestrel, you are right. You know, one should correctly dispose of bodies.
I am going to cut you into it.
Oh, come on! What is this guy made of? Fucking lasers! Well, it means I get to say a proper hello. XD Johnny XP, hello, hello. If you'll excuse me, I'm just going to take a lot of drugs right now. Excuse me. Ah! Well, so Kestrel, so far as I understand, the goal is actually to have more like accessibility options and things like that. Much like with controller support and subtitles, they aren't in the game yet. They will be. I mean...
Do my eyes deceive me? Appears to have been nothing.
I mean, XD Johnny XP, if you're talking about big news and videogamery, I'm not... There hasn't really been too much today, so... if you're talking about the big news globally, I mean, it's been mentioned. I have no strong vibes one way or t'other. This was such a good murder as well. I could chuck a hand grenade in there and just be done with both of them. But yeah, so they're going to be adding a lot more like tweaks and change to it. Which I do appreciate because like games like this are a really interesting experience.
What does the Countess want with him anyways?
Don't know. I just want to get the job done, get paid, and not go anywhere near her mansion after that.
Can't wait to
The
stab these two guys.
drop-off point is the old city gate, right?
Yeah, we're supposed to hand him off to the spy master.
That's what you sound like, mate.
Gives me the creeps.
Best you don't let anyone hear you say that.
Took out my sword and I said, hello! Honestly, that guy's got to do a feckin' loop. I'm just gonna go and get another cheeky save in. That poor guy's been murdered and chucked in the pond so many times. But no, I do think that difficulty and accessibility for games like this is very important. Because while Thief was a very hard game, it wasn't a game that succeeded because it was hard. It was a game that succeeded because it was original. And there we go. Right, now to chuck these fuckos in the lake. And never drink the tap water. Oh, sorry, he fell over. Nobody, no quote. Oh, actually, does this gentleman have anything on him? No, he is useless to us. Right, go get soggy. That's its bloody carriage. Now we're still looking to find out what the hidden nonsense might be in that one feckin' cave. Interesting. We can't open this up from this side. That is fascinating. So it's just one big old locked room. Okay. Kind of assumed one of the guards that we'd murderated would have a key for this. Wonder what it is. Oh, I forgot to get my my boat bullets this time. You know how it is. So Lost Files, I haven't checked it on the dude locked in the tower, but I haven't acquired any more keys with which to open the door. And Johnny, I'm gonna save again. Thank you for the reminder. Look at us! 11 bullets to our name. Very fancy. Later on, you do get a folding shotgun, which is fecking glorious. Yeah, so Lance, were you there for the stream where we played OG, where we played the reboot of Thief? Because that one was genuinely fascinating, because you can see the parts are brilliant, and you can also see where they attempted to... Did one of you start making explosions again? H to holster your weapon. Holstering allows you to move faster. Okay. Why holster when you can... I said, why holster when you can...
I am going to cut you into pieces.
That's what I was after. Right. That did not go as planned. So let's just never talk about that again. Bye. Well, I don't think, did I fire 6 shots? Yeah, I guess I did. It's fine, they're all taking up lots of inventory. Now we have 7 spent shell casings. I find that rather fascinating. That's a man's arm! I'm just building a person here. I think what I was supposed to do was head up to the cliffs that way, and then use that from above to shoot down. Oh well. Anyone care for a gun for dinner? An after dinner gun? Alright, the hand's gotta go. Gorge! Oh, I do like that. A somewhat moldy apple. I do like that. You don't eat food, you gorge on it. Okay, so second gun. Ah, here we go. break action revolver. Okay, so what's the difference? Oh, the 2 and 3. Those are the numbers. Okay, so I'm learning now. Friends, I cannot say enough good things about the inventory in this game. How you physically open up your little case and you put things around you. It feels so good. And you know what? That's a very good point, Flowers. I hadn't considered that this has got like a very kind of pathologic style to it. Oh, saved. Down we go. Nothing bad was ever at the bottom of well. Right. Except for apparently diamonds. Maybe they're cursed diamonds. I wonder if we need a contraption to open those. Yeah, I mean, so I know it's a really silly thing to be obsessed about, but that's one of the reasons why I'm so desperate to show you all this game. Like, even this early on in early access, is like, the diegetic UI is exceptional. And we've seen it with things like, you know, My Friendly Neighborhood and things like that, but I love diegetic stuff. And the fact that, like, to put this gun on the ground, what we had to do was, like, alright, so we go over here, we open it up, we put our case physically on the table, so it's like, how do we get this out of our inventory? We physically put it up, and then place it in the world around us. Like, how feckin' good is that? I mean, it's definitely going for the intentional low poly style, which I do appreciate. This seems safe and fine. Did we sneak our way out? This is fascinating. The question is, are we in like a cheeky little subset? Or am I in trouble? Warning, danger, be wary of that arm! Be very wary of that arm. Oh boy, this place is feckin' massive! Alright, the dogs are loose again. I certainly know how locks work, so I can assume you can know how... locks work. My guess is that Og is the one that keeps leaving the kennels unlocked. Surprise, really. I closed up the entrance, went to the cuddles, and electrified it, because Hobbs was in charge of feeding this week. So I assume they've not been fed. I would be all too happy to gnaw on whatever face pokes their little, into their subterranean paradise. We have to feed the dogs people pieces. That's why we needed that arm. Oh no. It's alright, we've got a face for them to chew on. Well, this is all thoroughly unsettling. beast in Abyssal Bay. The continuing adventures of Detective Henchman. Sadly, we can't shoot our way through this. So we can't jimmy the door open because it's stuck. So we have to go around the other way, and I think it's safe to assume we'll be dealing with some very, very, very hungry dogs. So I'll pop that gate away, make friends with man's best friend, and continue our adventures. I think. I shan't lie to you, friends. I may have become lost. Cheese wheel, a strong scented cheese wheel. Majority of the region's dairy comes from nose-horned goats that migrated from the eastern mountains. Let's just yummy down on that. Ourselves a lovely little luncheon. No, one of the things I really do appreciate is that in these situations, you can physically have your inventory open next to something, allowing you to interact with those objects at the same time, which seems like such a petty thing to aim for, but is incredibly useful. Excuse me. Excuse me. Where did that hand go? I needed that. Hopefully the dogs are partial to a bit of human face. I am exceedingly lost. And it does appear that way, Kestrel, that our character's diet seems to be entirely dairy products and laudanum. Which would be keeping for the time. I feel like there's something very obvious that I'm missing. So I'm going to head back to the other side. See if the things that we've done remain. Hopefully all the enemies don't respawn, in which case, because I would be fucked. Ah, not. Brilliant. I really want to find out what's in the little chest across the beach. But this does give us a wonderful spot, hopefully, for me to stop being a terrible host today and actually chat with your lovely selves. Oh, just that light. Interesting. There's a broken boat down that way. Wait, is that the arm that I chucked off the side? Let's go have a look. I've saved, so if I fall to my death, then so be it. No, that is not the arm that I threw. How smooth. How intriguing. Oh, that's bad. Words of Abraham Lincoln, I have fucked up now. I said, calm down, John, calm down. Hey, Bismarck, sleep well. I hope you have an excellent time with Uvage again. And do let us know how it is. I know you're not the only person on the longship who's partaking. So if you need any additional squid fellows, squid fellows sounds like gentleman squid, squidmans, we can probably provide. Squids for hire. Let's get my new venture. Oh, we've got a lurk. Yeah, remember friends, if there's something behind the waterfall, you're a hack. And if there's nothing behind the waterfall, then you are a terrible game designer. There's no winning. I'm going to take, I don't know if it was Lance or Lost Flowers that was suggesting we check in on the person at the, in the roof. I think that might be where we need to go next, because we did get an additional key. We've quite succinctly murdered everyone in this place. God, it does that wonderful thing of... Nice. Is there? There. Rope would be lovely right now, wouldn't it? Right. This game is not going to let me. I'm going to build my own tower. Yeah. I mean, is it truly? An air quotes emergent sim if I can't cheat the system by building a tower of boxes. Which was an incredibly valid maneuver in Deus Ex. Are they going to deny me that? Are they going to deny me the fruits of my labours? Aha! Fuck! Ah, my fucking knees! Now you're thinking with sourcing. Oh, hang on. Nope. Woo! No. No! Fuck! Screw you, Sack Baggington. Screw you. Look up there, I'm trying to help yous. We never did find that spare button, did we? Perhaps a spot more investigation might help us. Okay, so there's the fancy farm. Didn't find anything there. Could check the carriage again, because I feel like there's a little bit more of a note here. Probably dead? Certainly. That, Lance, that would be my fucking luck. Crack open the door and I'm like, yes. Aha! Would you look at this? A proper box. Like, do not mess with me, video game. No, alright, we've got to do this the old-fashioned way. So, if any of you have any conversation topics you want to bring in, anything you want to natter about, now's the time, because I'm going to be studiously walking this box back up to that tower. Oh, what's that video game? Oh, you won't give me the key early because I have to solve some puzzles? Joke's on you! I have no qualms! No, I don't want to save it in case I've soft-locked myself. I do like how the box keeps making the classic Deus Ex box noise. It makes me very happy.
Stop that incessant clicking.
Let's discuss music on Jackie Fox's new channel, Will Talks Music. A music discovery podcast hosted by me. Well, I wouldn't necessarily say that we're discussing music, Mr. Graves. Sorry, it's a box adventure. More that I've taken exception to. Okay, fine. I've kind of taken exception to how this game is letting me commit shenanigans. I am determined to get into this bloody tower, and I almost made it. So, I'm going to do this the old-fashioned way. Just as Warren Spector intended, which is jank that system. It's the fancy new board game that all the kids are playing now. Well, Lost Flowers, my ability to banter today has been subpar, and I feel like I need to do almost like a formal apology, you know? Okay, this is where it could get tricky. This is where it could get... No! Fucking box! Oh, friends, you know that time Will had that toad-sounding meltdown live on stream? Okay. Shit. How did we do this before? Did we kind of, I think, oh, we placed them both there. We placed them both on the plinth. Apparently the box don't lift no more. Listen here, Boxy Jones. I've none of your shenanigans. You're not the first barrel I've coerced up this hill and find you last. Ah, that was how we did it. The old bouncy bouncy. Just ever so slightly too short. If we can add just somehow just a nice simple flat. Oh! I've got an idea. So he's starving in there, right? we got apples. No! Oh my word. Alright, now we're thinking with portals. Matey boy's not going to want this apple by the time we get it up to him. Okay. Excuse me, can I offer you a 7 head in these trying times? Nope. Okay. Now, this game is in early access, so it's also entirely possible that there is no solution. But I don't know about your good selves. I don't play that way. Curse my fatal allergy to apples. Ugh. Oh, I'm absolutely bringing up the discussions. We will work this out. So, Lance, I don't have the key for it. And they're saying that the key's been lost, and that, that the person up there has locked themselves up. Oh, excuse me. Alright. We may have to admit defeat on this particular gentleman here. We may have to just leave him to his fate in this tower. So J-Post, the tins of fish were eatable, but they were empty. They were just there for... They were just empty tin cans. I thought we would use to kind of like rattle around and make some noise, but... sadly, I am quite sure that the door is locked. I can't reach through. That would be far too easy if we just shoot the bloody lock on. So many corpses down there. Oh yeah, Lance, we'd spent this entire time trying to break physics so we could sneak on up there, only to realise the door was open the whole time. I mean, I know you lot wouldn't let me live that one down. And deservedly so, as well. Aha! Alright, so we have our journal. Health, cautious, mind, fine. Documents, bill expenses, fishery. let's get to the countryside. So we have fishery, to the mines, city gates, and lighthouse. And here is the blueprint to the fishery. Yeah, there was a lift inside we hadn't fixed, had we? And there was also a door to the underground, which we hadn't opened. So perhaps one of the keys might finally be the thing that brings us there. Have we looked under the map for a key?
Let's go Dave from Locksmith. He'll come on down and open it right up.
Yes. That would have been far too easy.
Yeah, why is Matt sitting on it? Dave, tell Matt to get off the map.
Okay. So it's entirely possible there's something very obvious that we are missing. This is the one that leads down to the lower levels. Yeah, so this is the button no work. But by the looks of things, that only just leads up to there, where there's just a few goodies. Some more boxes, but so far we've not had the best luck. Okay, so what am I missing here? The answer to whatever floats your boat apparently is not that. And we extended the crane down here so we climb up onto the roof. I think we're just going to head to the caves and just admit defeat. Criminal, I know. Again, this game is in early access, so it could be that they've just like mapped out the linear path for the time being and plan to have more stuff later. Okay, so these were little hidden stalls, massive. Well, pistols ready. Knees weak, arms spaghetti. But the gentleman murderer does not quit, does not hesitate, does not stop, continues ever onward. I forget what nonsense was down this way. Oh, this was the well that led to some diamonds and gems. What's not? Now we have to bribe dogs with limbs. As you do. And I do want to say, like, friends, thank you for sticking with me on this. I know I'm kind of looping a lot of the same things, and I have not been my usual conversational self. Shoot that. But this is one of those titles that, like, I probably won't stream again, at least for a good long while. Grab that and die. Let's find that little magical save space again. This is where we got some free wine. I've certainly had my fill. That was the door that's locked. Apparently the dogs are out and about. Sweet. Aha! Oh, so we're going to be turning off the power, which opens the kennels. Good old building of suspense. see, it's got that classic. There you go, puppy. Yeah, puppy. No! Puppy, no! That wasn't a puppy. Ah. Pick up hand lance with F. And draw and holster it with V. So now we can very much see where we're going. Excuse me, you frogs are extremely loud. J-Post like, excuse me, why did we have a human head in the inventory? Sorry, I'm so sorry, J-Post. I couldn't hear your question. No time to answer that. I'm just going to take this gentleman's limb. Oh, thank God, I thought we were going to run out of limbs. Terribly sorry. Oh, shit. Fetch my sword! That's not a dog! I don't know how to tell you this. Dogs don't have fins. We are out of bullets! Trying to steal a diamond. Steal a jolly diamond. Oh, now we've replaced the head in question. Sure wish we had a few more of those bullets. Turns out bullets are for fish things. Apparently, everyone down here is having a bad time. Haha! My deft sword work will make quick mincemeat of these little buggers. God darn it, Bob. Yes, they certainly are thin-ish. Also, they have these glowing blue eyes that fit with the starry style of the tunnel very well. You know what, in fairness, Kestrel, the frogs are probably the only creatures having a good time down here. Damn, I missed him. Almost, lads. I almost Looney Tunes that going. And down on the door, how are you doing, friend? Watto and welcome.
I saw that.
Yes, indeed. Puppies, enjoy! Ah! And then I landed on a dog. It wasn't my best move. Oh, my word. Alright, dear friends, I think I may have to admit defeat. Crawl into the fireplace. Apparently, I'm surprisingly resilient to fire. Checking my notes. Apparently, burning to death is bad. I didn't say what was in there. Fool I am. Fool that I am. Okay, so friends, let's recap. So we've spent, what, like 2 and a bit hours with Gloomwood, and it is absolutely everything that one could hope for from like a reworking theme. There's certainly a lot to it, and we've not found things like the folding shotgun or any of the other like accessory weapons. But I'm certainly going to be intrigued to, you know? I'm even checking the screenshots to see if they snuck in a hint as to where we're supposed to be. Because by the 9, a shotgun would be glorious. Solve a lot of problems. Oh, thank you, Lost Flowers. I just had a thought. I think I know how to crack open the little safe. Largely, you can get in the tower and there's a guide. I think I saw somebody who did what we were attempting to do, which was 2 barrels. And I think the idea is that what we're supposed to do is head all the way to the lighthouse, find the acquired key and things, and head all the way back. But as this is early access and I feel like being a cheeky Hubbard, my knees are expendable. I'm going to crack this bad boy open. Or is it? Is it 4, 5, 1? Marvelous. Marvelous, with a little light as well. So what is this contraption? An Undertaker pistol. A single-shot pistol with silencer. The chamber is shaped for a special canister that delivers various gases and liquids. A heavy slug round for the Undertaker. That is fascinating. And this is an incendiary bolt. Oh, that is fun. Oh, and that's the severed head from earlier. Hello, severed head.
Hello there, it's me, your head. I'm just gonna hang out in here.
I had the realization, friends, that this is an 0451 game, right? So that means it's got to be something along those lines. They just swapped the 1 and the 5 around. Kestrel, why perchance do you find it funny that the head still has its hat on? What is it going to do? Go without a hat? What would the Havisham say? My word. Kestrel, sometimes, you know, I value your counsel highly, but sometimes you have no heart. You have no eye for decorum. I don't know what I'm saying. Why hasn't somebody stopped me? Health. Caution. You also have no eye for hats. Like, I wasn't going to say it, Kestrel. Oh. But yeah, friends, I may have to bring our adventures to a close in a little bit. I seem to have exhausted my conversation, and my ability to show off this game is mediocre at best. Plus, I don't want to go too far into this because I think this is going to be a great experiential game. Like, I think one of the important things when it comes to games like this is finding your own rhythm and your own style and going through them in that manner. As this game continues to have more content added to it, more ways to feck around, we're going to have more and more options to express ourselves in space. Murdery space. Love it. Love it. I wonder if there's a way we can put the water, put the fire out. Water. Is that an issue? Is there anything down here that might constitute as more water? Alright. Yeah, Lance, this was a lovely jaunt into the unknown, and I think what's so fascinating is that this has every trapping of classic Thief, and yet it is something fresh and different and new. We haven't had that, you know? It's still fascinating to think that, like, Looking Glass was so far ahead of its time, and unfortunately it meant that a lot of those concepts didn't land. Now, I will say that they had the sad misfortune of being first. So that meant, like, especially with, like, Thief and things like that, like, they had to break that ground, and there's a lot in that space that we've learned about since then. Deus Ex is definitely a hard one to go back and replay the classic. I got talking a lot about this because I got a demo of the System Shock remake, another progenitors of the space. But with System Shock, the ideas were fresh. The way in which you move around the environment was another interesting take and challenge. And since then, we've learned a lot more about how to move in these spaces, how to make things that are interesting and fun. I mean, the fucking attaché case is so cool. From what I've seen in the trailers later on, you work out how to rotate it so you double your inventory. And the idea that everything that you do in the world actually stays is just fascinating. Now, the thing I'm genuinely curious about is when it comes to later on, when it comes to like how we make cash and things like that, we seem to be collecting like diamonds and jewels. So I guess we have to offset how much inventory we take up with loot versus. But then, like, what do we use it for? I wonder. So yeah, friends, forgive me for another short stream. I guess my energies are just not back to normal. But what I will say is that it was just so much fun. Like, you probably all noticed today, I've not been my conversational self. And yes, we did have a lot of things happening all in quick succession at the beginning of the show, but once I got into the groove of Gloomwood, it's really hard to focus on anything else. It was so absorbing. And what I love about those kinds of games is, these kinds of games I should say, is how they let us be in the space, choose how we solve problems. Like, the fact is, we could have gotten up into that tower with a bit of stubbornness and a great big bit of luck. We absolutely could have done it. Oh, well, Kestrel, I'm real glad. I'm sorry, again, I'm sorry it wasn't a long one, but it does mean that I get to say happy birthday again. And I will try and find some lovely Mother Hubbards for us to crash into. Yeah, Lance, you and your cat being feckin' adorable. And I tell you what, Cypher of Tears kicking around, and they're doing a brand new character for a spot of Cyberpunk. I got to see him at PAX, and they are lovely people. So it'd be really cool to be able to introduce you. So, let me roll credits. If there are things going on Discord and otherwise, just let us know. Let us know? Jesus, I'm the one supposed to tell you lot. Yeah, alright. We're just going to admit that Will was a disaster today and leave it at that. But I do need to say some thank yous. And specifically, I need to thank the following people. Because even when I'm being a flaky potato, you lot are fucking lovely. So first off, Erriman, Bacon Avenger, Favor 6, Punspector, like J-Post, Kestrel North, Vanderbeast, all of your lovely selves. Like, thank you so much. You know, bits, donations, the biggest thing that keeps going, especially bits. So thank you. Your moderators today, your moderators today was Caffeine and Rhymes and Moose, but we also saw Lizzie's Bow. And Dimitrescu, the Thick Engine, was our new follower. So hopefully we get to banter with them some more. Now to Lizzie, Ghost Reaper Navalis, the Gym Plays, Nene-chan, Blizz HD, Helldwarf, Dimitrescu, the Thick Engine, Red Burning Dragon, Infernal Tyrant, Clank Crusher, Stringer Please, Will Source, Meow Kitty Sakura, Ganon Doodles, and Will Talks Music loudly. Most of you were celebrating 47 months of keeping our little corner of the internet upright, and that's really fucking cool of you, so thank you. And we had a bunch of gifted subs from House Carl, and a bunch of new friendos. So yeah, friends, proper thank you. Proper thank you. Now, I'm going to pass you over to the Cypher of Tia, as they are making a very fanciful gentleman in Cyberpunk. And we're going to go from there. So look, have a lovely rest of your day. If there's anything happening on Discord, I will let you all know. But do keep a hawk eye over there. And yeah. I think that's the long and short of it, friends. One of these days, friends, one of these days I will find an emergent game which doesn't absorb me so much that I completely forget to talk to you all. But it is not this day! So yeah, have a lovely rest of your day. I will chat with your wonderful selves on Discord. And tomorrow is our return to the Sea of Thieves, which I have missed so much. Yeah, oh no, the games are too good. Alright, love you all. See you on Discord. To be continued. Cheers to you, and happy birthday again, Kestrel. Fucking wee.